Hello everybody. Hi. Coming to you live from my bedroom. Woohoo! So I wanted to make a little video to get in touch with you guys and just sort of tell you what's happened, what's been happening, what's going on, and sort of the plans for moving forward. So as you all know, I went on this 10-day Vipassana meditation course on the 11th of March, and then it was supposed to run until the 22nd, but sadly they had to cancel the last 2 days of the course because obviously the world that we had come in from versus the world that we were going out to was a very different place, so it was very sad that it happened, but obviously we understand that people had to be able to prepare for lockdown in London and obviously transportation and children coming out of school and things like that. So sadly I didn't fully complete the Vipassana course, but nevertheless my intention is to go back and do the full 10 days at a time in the future. So obviously I came out, and at the point when I went in we were just kind of saying like, yeah, we just need to wash our hands and everything will be fine. And obviously now we're in the situation that we're in with social distancing and self-isolation and all of this happening. So yeah, it's kind of an opportunity for us to evolve, and I guess the last day or two I've just been trying to get my head around everything and how we can continue doing what we love and what we want to do, but obviously with this new environment that we're kind of in. So I've got like notes here, so if I'm looking down it's because I'm making sure that I've covered all the things I need to say. So I guess like one of the biggest things with this, and I feel a deep sense of kind of community already, and I wanted just to say thank you for everybody who has reached out to me. As you obviously can imagine, the transition coming out and obviously the escalation, not having that escalation, being on a 10-day course where you're completely shut off to the world was quite extreme. So thank you for those of you who reached out to send your love and support, and also thank you to all you guys that have already said that you want to continue doing your classes and continue with this beautiful community that we've grown over the last 3 years. So I guess we're really fortunate. We're really fortunate that we live in Norfolk and that we have this beautiful environment around us and that we're not cooped up in a flat in London, and we're also really fortunate that we have incredible technology now, which in some ways has kind of like been gearing us up. It's now ready for us to be able to transport and be able to do things online and continue to do what we love. And it's just a question of us evolving. And so that's quite exciting. It's a bit of a challenge. It's something to rise up to. And certainly for me, I've never done online, and I'm really looking forward to the next phase of what that's going to look like and how we can together as a community come through this. So what's next? So all of you guys who are on a ClassPass membership, as of yesterday I put all of your accounts on hold. They will be on hold indefinitely until we know from the government when it's safe for people to gather again. So no payment will go out on the 1st of April. So that's one thing, just to let you all know. What else? So also, of course, all of you guys, we've got our weekly yin session happening next week, which I was really looking forward to because, well, I am still looking forward to it because we're still going to go ahead with it. That's the most positive thing. We're still going to do it. The intention for next week's classes is all about what I learned on my meditation course, which is equanimity. Equanimity is basically remaining balanced despite of the difficulty and the difficulties in the situations that we're in, but also remaining balanced when we're in a positive situation. And being equanimous is really about, rather than you know, going so sky high because we're in this incredible situation and almost losing our heads, or the other side of it is getting so low and sad and, you know, not being able to work or not being able to do what we need to do because we're in a difficult situation. When we're equanimous, it's about being balanced and being level-headed, and the classes next week are all going to be around that, so I'm really looking forward to that. So the plan for next week, so this is what's going to happen. So there's this incredible online tool called Zoom. Some of you guys might be familiar with it. It's very similar to Skype in that it's kind of like a video call, and we can have a whole class. So there'll be all of us and we can see each other, so we still get to interact. I'll be able to see you, you'll be able to see me. And so that's what next week classes are going to look like. I'm going to send you guys the Zoom app to download. You can download it on your app, on your tablet, or you can download it on your phone, or you can even have it on your laptop. You just log in. So it'll be quite fun. Next week will be a little bit of a kind of teething process. So I would really appreciate your feedback, and so that we can try and work out how best to use this technology. And equally, one of the things that I was really excited about is hopefully, I don't know about you, but my family, we're now all together. It just made sense for us to be, you know, in one house rather than, you know, completely isolated on our own. I had a vision of seeing you guys next week and hopefully seeing the whole family on your screen, and I would really encourage that you know, if you have small kids and you know, you want to give them something to do, you know, invite them in, get them to do the class as well with you. I think it would be really exciting, really fun. Yeah, so yeah, next week will be a bit of an evolution kind of process, and we'll have to adapt and work it out. Zoom works whereby I will send you guys a link, which will be a link to the call, and then before the call starts, everyone just logs in, and then we'll all kind of come up and we'll be on a screen with lots of different little boxes with hopefully lots of little families in these boxes, and we'll be able to do our yin session. So I'm really looking forward to that. Also, we've got a day retreat and a workshop planned for next week. So for those of you that have booked onto that, I'm going to be sending you a separate email just outlining again what that's going to look like. And similarly, we're going to do something on an online kind of method, which again I'm really looking forward to, particularly with the spring day retreat, because we are going to have to obviously adapt it a little bit, but that will be sent to you in a separate email. So moving forward for April, obviously all your class passes have been put on hold, and I guess not only from April but also beyond, because from what I gather from watching the news that, you know, we might be in this kind of social distancing and kind of place of kind of at home for some time, maybe 3, maybe 6 months. So I started doing what I do, or I kind of fell into what I do, is because I wanted to put my energy into someone and I wanted there to be a positive outcome. And I guess with the situation that we're in, there's great opportunity for us to still do that. The other thing is that it's almost in my blood that I love community. I like bringing people together. It's my happy place. And so I want to continue doing that. So I've come up with a bit of a system, and again, it might evolve, it might adapt, I don't know, we're going to see how it goes. But the system is 2 different options. Now, option A is that you continue with a sort of monthly offering, and with that I intend to do 2 classes a week. So we're going to do a vinyasa class and then also a yin and yoga nidra class. I don't know exactly what days and times they're going to be yet, but bear with, we'll work that out. And then option 2, option B, will be like a pay-as-you-go system. And with that, I spent a lot of time thinking about it, because obviously due to this situation that we're in, many of us have lost our jobs, or you know, I mean, I don't know, we're all kind of working with what we can do. And so I really don't want anyone to feel like they can't come to yoga or they can't do yoga, because it you know, it's part of what we do, it's part of what we love, and I think that at this time we really need to do the things that keep us whole, that keep us balanced, and also that keep our community going. So with the pay-as-you-go option, it's going to be a little bit like a donation basis, and this is because I want people to be able to do what they can with their own means. And also it's about your own volition, so it's about your choice. You can decide what you can do. And so I've given a bit of a suggestion, but obviously it's your choice. So the suggestion is either £8, £5 or £3. And that's obviously up to you to decide. So I'll put that out to you guys, and you can kind of make your decision and see what works for you best. With regards to the whole payment system, because of the nature of the situation that I'm in now, the booking system will cease to work, and I will be moving on to a PayPal system, whereby you'll just do it as you do just most standard payments. You know, you send an email or you log onto your PayPal account. So just to kind of preempt that's how things will go ahead. And yeah, so the other thing as well is that initially when I came back and we were social distancing, one of the biggest things that I was like, oh, well, I don't know what that is, the track going past. One of the biggest things that I was like, oh, well, surely we can somehow still come together, and possibly I had the idea of doing wild yoga and a walk, where obviously we remain separate from each other. We would all bring our own hot drink for afterwards and things like that. Now, I don't know if that's an option and whether or not that's morally right given this, what the government guidelines have said, but perhaps later down the line it might be an option. And so I was thinking, how could we stay connected, and what's the best way around that? Now, I'm going to make a WhatsApp group for all of the Santosha Yogis community, and in that group the idea is that we can share stuff, we can remain connected. I know that there's obviously different pockets of people that live in different areas, and there's been amazing stuff on the news whereby people have been helping each other out, and so, you know, to be able to have a space where we can do that, I think is really important. Also, if we then are in a situation where we might be able to go outside and make the most of this beautiful place that we live in, then that will be a really great tool for us to be able to do that. And also as well, I'll be able to tell you about any ad hoc live sessions that might come up. I'd be really interested in doing some meditation, and having gone on this 7.5 day meditation course, mind practice is now really important to me, and I would love to share that with you. The other thing as well is that there's a Facebook group which I'm going to put a link in the email, which is the Santosha Connection. And again, I just wanted this to be another place where people can share, people can, you know, connect with one another and support really. And again, I will do my best to post and share, and you know, any breathwork techniques, any little handy things that I'm reading. I've got kind of a backlog of books that you can't see, which is piled up here, which I guess over the next few months are gonna see a lot of use. So yeah, that's kind of that's also another place where we can come together. Also moving forward, you know, we have this amazing technology which is going to help us to stay connected and keep our community going. So Georgie and me had some events planned for the spring, and we plan to continue to work out how that's going to look like. So there is going to be some other stuff coming up which I'm really excited for, and yeah, I think, you know, it's just trying to remain positive and equanimous and equanimous in this situation, and, you know, doing the best that we can and supporting each other. And, you know, already there's been reports of how the environment has seen huge benefits. I think they've reports of the sky clearing in China for the first time in a very long time, and, you know, just really seeing the positivity in communities and families coming together, and yeah, and all of that beautiful stuff.